Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Racheal, filming from Ondo State, Nigeria. If you're new here, welcome again. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe. Like, just click that subscribe, just click it, and make sure you turn on your post notification so that you can get to see my videos when they are up. On this channel, guys, I film about relationship, lifestyle, faith, and every other thing in between. So my brother, my sister, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Don't hesitate without hitting the subscribe button down below. And also, endeavor to give this video a thumbs up when you're done watching. Drop your comment, let me know what you think, and share this video with your friends, families, and everyone around you. Today, guys, I'm back with another lit video. You can already see the title and you're wondering, okay, what exactly is she going to tell us? I have a lot to tell you. So let's dive right into today's video. This is actually something someone asked me on Instagram. She was like, how do you move on from a long-term relationship? So with that question, I assume that you must have actually broken up. Like, you cannot be in a relationship and be saying you want to move on. Like, you must have actually broken up for you to say you want to move on from a relationship. There are actually some keywords here. Long-term relationship. That means maybe you spent, let's say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the relationship, and now you're not trying to move on. That's actually a lot of time if you ask me, like spending 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years about. You must have invested so much. So I understand if it's really difficult for you to move on. Easy. You must have invested your time, emotions, everything, finances, your logic, no, that's a lot. But trust me, the relationship is not working. You have to move on with your life. Like, you're not going to be stuck there just because you spent so much time. Anyways, guys, I have with me here just 4 things you can do if you really want to move on. And the first thing on my list is being deliberate about moving on. Being deliberate about moving on. You moving on is a choice. Like, it's a personal decision you have to make. It's something you have to say to yourself. It's something you have to sit down, work on, and decide, okay, it's high time I moved on. It is no longer working, or the relationship has even shattered. I said it earlier that for you to say you want to move on, then I assume that you must have broken up. So yeah, if it is no longer working, or maybe you guys have broken up, and of course you really need to move on with your life, be deliberate about it. Have this conversation with yourself. Do I want to stay stuck? No. Do I want to keep clinging onto this person? This person is gone. Like, accept it. Accept that it has happened, and be deliberate about moving on. It is your life after all. There's this Pepsi advert I've been seeing. It's your life, max am. It's your life, max am. So yeah, it is also your life here. So max your life. Do something about it. Have this personal discussion with yourself. See, no amount of videos or books you read will actually work for you if you are not deliberate about moving on. If you don't want to do it, trust me, no amount of motivational speech, motivational videos, motivational speaker can make you do it. So it's a personal decision you have to make. So whatever speech or anything you're now watching can now buttress it. Like, they can still be like a ginger, but at least you must have decided on your own that, okay, I want to move on. It's high time I moved on. It's high time I focus on my life. It's high time I let go of what happened in the past. So that is the first thing everyone needs to do. If you want to move on from a situation, it might not just be a relationship. Maybe it's a work. Maybe you're working somewhere and the pay is not okay, or maybe you're not really getting what you expect. You're not learning like you think you will learn. You're not getting anything, and maybe you feel like you're being exploited. There are works like that. If you want to let go, if you want to move on, you have to be deliberate about it. You don't need anyone to sit you down and start telling you that, okay, boy, girl, man, woman, this is what you need to do. You have to go. If you don't want to go, you will still not go. You understand? So you are the alpha and the omega of the decision of your life. Is that even correct? What did I just say? But anyways, you own the absolute decision making. Like you are in charge of everything that has to do with your life. So it's your personal choice. Decide. Be deliberate about it. Like, I really want to do this thing, and trust me, you actually see yourself moving towards that direction. Then after being deliberate, you also have to see the time you spent in the relationship as a learning period. Now that you said, okay, I want to move on from this relationship, I want to start living my life again, you have to see the time you spent in the relationship as a learning period. You shouldn't look back and start regretting it, because trust me, you won't be able to go far that way. If every time you think about the relationship or every time you look back you regret it, trust me, you will not go too far. You cannot live your life in regret and think you'll actually be happy or go far in life. You have to be able to look back and say, I learned something. You understand? Don't see the time as a wasted time. You understand what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, maybe it's a relationship of 3 years, for instance, it's a relationship of 4 years. Don't just say to yourself like, oh, I wasted 4 years of my life. You did not waste 4 years of your life. Because if you ask yourself, you were doing other things, right? You were living, you were breathing, right? You were eating, you were learning. There are other things you were doing. So don't just make the years you spent in the relationship be all about the relationship alone. You understand? Don't just look back and say, okay, the 3 years I spent in the relationship was wasted. Let me ask you one question. Those 3 years, what were the things you were doing? Was it just the relationship? Was that the only thing you were focused on? Like, there are other things that happened to you for those 3 years, right? Then think of those things. And if at all, because there are some people that when they're in a relationship, trust me, that is everything they think about. They don't have any other thing again. It's just the relationship. At least see it as you learned something. See those years as your learning years. Don't see them as your wasted years. Because if you do, trust me, you cannot go far. And you keep holding on to those years. And trust me, it is possible that at some point in your life, you would want to get those wasted years back. Because you feel like, okay, I wasted those years. How do I get them back? How do I make them back? How do I make up for those years? You don't have to make up for the years you spent in a relationship that didn't work out for you. If you really want to move on, do not see them as wasted years. You did not waste your year. You were breathing, you were living, you were eating. Did you waste it? No. So see those years as your years of learning. See those years as your years of growing. Like, see them as part of your growth. You understand? Then next to that, guys, is to give yourself time to feel. See, I understand that, okay, you're moving on. You want to move on. That does not mean you should suppress your feelings. This might actually sound somehow because you feel, okay, now that I'm moving on, should I still listen to my feelings? Of course, you should give yourself that time to feel. You are human after all. Give yourself time to feel. Do not try to suppress any feelings. Live your life. It's a gradual process thing. If you're not going to give yourself time to feel, trust me, you want to rush the process. You just want to get over it in a day. But give yourself time to feel. Understand that this thing you are doing is a gradual process thing. It's not something that, it's everything will just happen within a twinkle of an eye. Or, just because you snapped your finger, or just because you said that, okay, I want to move on, then you just see yourself in the next phase. No. Give yourself that time to feel. There was something I posted on my page a few days ago. I said people need to start learning how to feel their feel. Like, stop trying to suppress your feelings. Feel. You're human after all. You're human. You're not some science object. It is just one that feast. No emotions, no nothing, but you are human. You've got feelings, right? So yes, give yourself that time to feel. Make sure that you're not trying to suppress how you feel. When you're trying to move on, whenever you see that you're moving forward and the thoughts just come, don't beat yourself for that. Don't hate yourself that, oh no, I just talked about this thing again. What in God's name did I just do? Then say, see, you're human, right? It's okay for those thoughts to come. Then control it. You understand? If those thoughts are not even coming, that shows you are not human. So yeah, it's okay for those thoughts to come. Give yourself that time to feel. Feel anything you want to feel. See, if you want to be deliberate about moving on and you're not giving yourself time to feel, can you see you even be deceiving yourself? You have to listen to your feelings. Sometimes, for you, listen to your feelings. Give yourself that space. Feel whatever you want to feel and know how to control it. Don't try to suppress your feelings, because trust me, you will not help yourself that way. You won't. So feel whatever you want to feel. And then the last thing I have here with me, guys, is to read books. Read books that will foster your healing process. Read books that will ginger you to want to move on. Do things that will make you want to move on. Don't just hold on to the past. You know, it happened in the past. Don't just hold on to that. Read books that will help you let go of the past. Pray about it. Yes, so pray about it. Pray about it. Read books. Watch movies that will ginger you to want to move on. Don't just hold on to the past, because trust me, you cannot change anything about it. You cannot. Like, what has happened has happened. You cannot change anything about it. So yes, read those books that will constantly remind you that you're in control of your life, that you are in charge, that whatever you say you want to do is achievable. You know, read motivational books that will push you to always want to do better. And trust me, you cannot do these four things. So you cannot do these 4 things and not want to move on. You cannot do these 4 things and not see progress in your life. You're deliberate, right? Let's try to analyze it again. You've made that decision, like, okay, now I want to move on with my life. You're already on that journey of moving on, and you don't see your years as wasted years. You see them as the years you invested. You see them as part of your growth. Now you're living your life. Live happy, be happy, live as though nothing happened to you in the past. Feel, give yourself that time. And then please, I feel like I should also include this. Don't hold on to the past too much and start misjudging everything that happened in the present. Because that thing has actually happened to one of my friends, you know, because she got broken in the past, and trust me, ever since that time, she misjudged every guy that come her way. She feel like, oh, they're all deceivers, they're all this. And I'm like, come on, the fact that this person broke your heart does not mean every guy out there is going to come and break your heart. You understand? If you're really going to move on, forgive the past. Forgive it. See that, okay, it has happened, and not everyone is like that. And also remember that you are in control of your life. So guys, with that, I've officially come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to drop your comments. Share this video with your friends. Share this video with as many people that are actually struggling to move on. Please share it with them, and drop your comment. And if you've watched this one and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribe. And do not forget to come back here next week Saturday for another video from your girl. Thank you once again for watching this video. Have a great day. Good. Guys, is to read books. You know, read books that will actually facilitate. Read books that will foster your